With master data information, you can transfer master data from sales orders to assembly orders. And in the setup, you set it up to be checkmark in the transfer to production order field. This is if we start before I was showing you, we'll just look into the master data on document setup, where we made this setup. Difficult to spell here. In the master data on document setup, where you already made some setup or need to make setup for how you want to run all the other master data on documents, there's a checkmark called transfer to production order line. This checkmark is both used for production orders if you run the production order module using production BOM, or assembly orders if you use the assembly module using assembly BOMs, or the standard essential using assembly BOMs. Let's see how it works. First of all, we create a sales order. And I will create a sales order line for an item that is set up to be assembled to order with an assembly BOM like this. And already now when I'm entering the line in here, it adds the master data information, and it only creates, or it first creates the assembly order when I enter the quantity. So already now I could look into my master data information for that line to see what it applied in here. And maybe I know that the tire width should be 28 inches and the color, if I know that one as well, could be something in here. And I want this one, the last one that I entered manually to the last two ones to transfer to production order. Those were not a part of the setup, meaning the tire type is not a setup in the master data and document setup to be transferred to production orders. So I'm just checking it here. So I expect the last two lines to be transferred to my assembly BOM. I'm entering the quantity, which I will expect to create an assembly order like this. And when I navigate into the assembly order with the standard functionality to find the assembly order document, I would expect on the header up here to be able to see my master data information on the assembly order, the 28 inches and the color. And of course I could change it on the sales order, and there's an action here to update it if I change it on the sales order. Meaning we could just try to go back to the sales order, entering the master data information, changing the color. Let's see, we entered it wrong, or adding another size in here, or maybe adding some extra text, whatever, that we need to checkmark, of course, if we want it to be transferred. Maybe we also want the tire type to be transferred. So all the checkmarks in here determine what to transfer to the assembly order. And we will navigate back into the assembly order. And, in here, update. Before I'm updating it, we could look at the master data information. This will be the same as before. And once I click the master data, update master data information from sales order, it will update the information from the related sales order. So we can look at it now, and I would expect it to be updated with the new information. So it's possible to add an assembly order, change the information later on, and pull it from the sales order to the assembly order.